In this little introduction, I just want to use this video to introduce how we can generate content using AI on Digital School platform. Now, this is going to be an introduction, and we're going to follow it up with other features that are rolling out within a day, 2 days, 3 days. So we're going to be coming up with content on how to do much on more capabilities that on what you can do on using digital school software in the area of generative AI. So let's start. Now, to start making generating content on your portal, that is getting things easier and better on the portal, what you need to do first is for each teacher. For example, you are a teacher, you already know what you're teaching. For example, I'm going to be using basic science as an example in this journey. So let's say I'm a teacher in basics in JS1 and I'm teaching basic science. What can I do? How can I start making use of this to make work easier and faster and better for me? So this is what I'm going to do. The first thing I need to do is I have to define or I have to enter in the system what the curriculum I'm teaching. That is, I already have my content of on what I want to teach. I know the topics I'm supposed to be teaching this term, first term. So I have to go to lesson manager. And under the lesson manager, I have to manage my topics. So I'll go to manage topics. Now, under the manage topic, I'm teaching JS1. Now, this is first term. I'll select my class. And in most cases, you're going to be seeing the class that you are supposed to be handling, or you are going to that if you want to enter any create manage topics for any class, it has to be for a subject that you're handling. So when I select class, I have to select my a subclass that I'm handling. So once that is done, it will load the subject that I'm handling for me. So we are looking at using basic science, or you can as well search. If I want to, I just type English, it's going to come out. So yeah, I'm working on basic science. So I select basic science. So now I need to enter the topic I'm working on. Now, if I click on view at this point, it's going to show me the ones I've already entered before. Now, these are the things I've entered already. So, but I want to enter a new topic. So I already have my where I'm getting the topic that I'm working on. So I'll just simply okay, I want to have entered human development. So let me just enter just one more topic. So I want to enter family and health sanitation. Family and health sanitation. I click submit. Family and health nutrition. These are the topic I'm working on for now. So I've entered this. If I click on view, it's going to show me all the topics that I've already entered. So we have family and health from nutrition, family and health sanitation. We have human development. We have matter, living and non-living things. So in all these ones, the next thing I need to do is I need to now enter the subtopics for them. So let me start with matter. So I click on this arrow button, it drops down. Now it gives me opportunity to type the subtopic and the activities that I may want to perform in this particular subject. So let me go back to where I'm getting the topic. The first thing I have here is under this one, I have under the subtopic, I have meaning, identification, and classification of matter. So I'll just copy it in your case. You may have it written on your test book or notebook or wherever you're getting it from. You can type it, or if you have it in a copy, you can also easily copy it like this and paste. So I've just copied and pasted. So I want to also enter my activities on that one. So the teacher uses simple terms to explain the meaning of matter and uses pictures and videos, video clips to guide students to. So I'll just the activity, I just copy this to get students to, so I'll paste it here. So in this case, I will remove the this thing because it's not going to be one by one. So so this is actually how to enter your sub topic. So it's there and so on and so forth. So let me make use of this thing to continue, so that the video is not going to be too long. So this is actually how to enter the topic. You click on view, it's going to show you all the topics you've entered. Anyone you now click on this to expand, you see the subtopics and other things in it. If I want to also enter subtopic for this one, let's say family and health nutrition. Let me look for it. Family and health nutrition. I'll copy this. Okay, subtopic is sanitation. And here I'll copy this one. So this is basically how to enter it, and it automatically saved to the system. So if now I want to now start creating content for this. So let's say I want to generate my lesson note. All I need to do is to click on generate lesson notes. Remember that we are making use of JS1 first term for basic science. So if I want to generate my lesson note, I'll simply go to this place to generate the lesson note. So this 2025-2026 first term. So I'm teaching JS1 and the subclass is A. So the subject is basic science, and the topic, based on what I've entered, I'll see it here. So I'm working on family and health sanitation. Sorry, sanitation. So once nutrition. So once I select it, I'll see this. I entered the wrong thing. Okay, that's okay. So let me go back and correct it. So this is just one A, basic science. So that's the wrong thing here. So family and health nutrition. Let me change it. So let me go back to my generate notes. So select the subtopic, which is nutrition. Now learner's age. Let's assume that those are supposed to be in just one, I think 11, 10 to 11 years old. I think yes, 10 to 11 years. And the number of minutes, duration is um 45 minutes. Now learning objective. What is the student supposed to learn on this? I don't have no idea, but you enter your learning objective, maybe one, two, three learning objective, you enter the prerequisite knowledge that the child is supposed to have. I don't have all this information. So when I finish entering all this thing, I'll click generate notes. So at this point, it's going to be generating the note based on the information that I've supplied. But to get something better and richer, it's better we have the learning objective, the prerequisite knowledge, the instructional material, so that the system is going to make it of the this information to generate a note for us. So this is the note that was generated for us. So after the generation of notes, if we now have to, if you have to go through it again, you have to always go through it to make sure that what you have, it's actually what you want. So after going through it, if you want to make edit anything, just click on edit note. Once you click on edit note, it's going to allow you to edit note. If you don't want to edit anything, what you need to do is just to say save note. You click on save note, it will save the note. So this is basically how to generate lesson note on the system. Then another one is we want to generate something like question for students. So in the same way we normally go to our assessment manager. And remember, we are making use of our making use of basic science for JS1. So I go to generate. In this case, we now have generate OBJ questions here. So I'll click on generate OBJ questions AI. So I'll click on JS1, which is the class we are working on. So let's call it um AI GCA1. That G I just I'm just making it up. G stands for generated. So I can also delete it after now. I'll select my class, which is basics 1, and the start date is 17th and the end date is also 17th, for example. Um, the time duration is 10. Access type is just the way you have been setting this thing. You just select everything the way it's supposed to be. Then the topic you want to work on, you want to work general question on nutrition, for example, and the subtopic is nutrition. Now, difficulty level, we want it to be intermediate. So it determines how difficult is going to be, the question that will be generated is going to look like. And then I'll click on generate question. Once I click on it, it starts generating the question for me. So just give it a few seconds, it's going to generate questions for us. So we have generated the question. Now, this question, which of the following food group is the primary source of energy for the body? So it gives you the question and the options, and you also, again, like I said, also go through it to make sure that everything is in order. After going through it and everything is in order, you need to also save it. I'm not going. Okay, you click to now make use of this thing. You click on generate. We have generated how many questions? 10 questions. By default, it's 10 questions, but you can change it. So I can create this to push this thing as assessment that student can access. So if I click on this now, it automatically save it for this. At this point, student can access this. Then let's say, for example, I want to set this question, and again, when you're giving assessment, you may want to give assessment based on true you want to combine questions on maybe diverse topic, diverse subtopic. I have said this thing, so I just leave it the way it is, and I'll select. In that case, I must have entered all the topic and subtopic. Let's say I don't know. I don't have any other subtopic. Let's say I've entered other topics and subtopic. All I just need to do is calculate the other topic, select the subtopic, in the number of questions I want to generate based on this subtopic. Let's say 5. I click again, generate. Then after generating it, I also create assessment. It keep pushing it to the same assessment until I have gotten the number of assessments I want the students to do. So if I generate another one now based on this 5, it will add 5 to what I've already generated. That makes it 15, and I keep doing it. So in that same way, every other thing remains the same. If you now go to manage assessment, you are going to see what you have generated for this class. Like this is the assessment I've generated, just the way every other thing works. And if I preview it, I'm going to see the questions that were generated. I generated only 10 questions. Now, if I had more questions, I will generate more questions. If I want to add more questions to it, I keep generating until I have the number of questions that I want for this particular class. And this is actually how it is done. And like I said earlier, before at the beginning of this video, that we're going to be coming up with more features. Now, these ones are features that are basically for the teachers. We're going to keep rolling up more features, including for the students. And by by Sunday this weekend, that is by 21st, we are going to release more features both on the student side and on the teacher side. Please, if you have any confusion or any question to ask,